girlfriends, what is happening? It's been a damn minute. We are on our way down to Tukwila. We're gonna go down there because girlfriend and I are coming up on a bit of an anniversary, a bit of a milestone, if you will. And I know that she's leaving town at the end of the month. So, two of the things that she's complained a lot about with her vehicle is the fact that there are no tinted windows. Hello, guy. And that her stereo sucks. And while I can't do much about that without essentially finding a clever way to steal her car, I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to go down to the car stereo place and hook her up with a nice stereo like the head unit that I have. And the original plan was to borrow the car while she was out of town, and then I was going to go have it installed so it'd be ready when she got back. But the problem is there's no reason I would need to borrow her car except for something mischievous, because I have a perfectly working car of my own, and she knows I hate her apartment complex because there's just like a bunch of thugs that live there. Which brings us to an interesting dilemma, because if we have a nice stereo in her car, I don't want that shit stolen. So I think we're gonna have to get tint on the windows after all, which I didn't really think about till I got home today. So instead what I did is I made her an appointment to have it installed after work today, and just told her she needed to go down there. And she seemed pretty geeked about it, so I'm excited, even though my plan was a little foiled. Because she'd be like, what do you need to borrow my car for? Like, no reason. Why, what's up? Like, no, nothing. And then she'll go full Schwarzenegger, be like, actually, it wouldn't be Schwarzenegger, it would be full Van Damme. She'd be like, don't bullshit me. That was a terrible impression. Don't bullshit me. Anyway, so I just told her, go down to the car stereo place in Tukwila after work. There you will find a brand new stereo head unit, an amplifier, a tiny subwoofer for your tiny car, and a backup camera. So I hope she's excited. She's been complaining about not having those things in her car. She really wanted it, so I was like, yeah, we can do that for not bad. So we did. So now we got to go down because they're taking a really long time with the install. She got there at like 3:30. She told me like 20 minutes ago they hadn't even pulled her car in the back yet, and it's like 5:45. And the guy told me when I went down there to buy this stuff today that he had like no installs to do today, and that if she could come down early, that would be fantastic. And I was like, yeah, let me see if she can come down early and shit. So anyway, that's what we're up to. And then end of the month, girlfriend's gonna go to New York City, and she will be in New York City for a period of 1 week, I believe, which is great because I think she could do with some time away from town and some relaxation. But the bad part is she was supposed to go with her best friend, and I guess her best friend bailed on her and shit, so I was bummed out. I kind of wanted to do something nice too, because that fucking sucks. She was like really gearing up to hang out with her homies, and the homies are not coming through, which also means girlfriend will be in the Big Apple. Oh god, this road. Ah! Girlfriend will be in the Big Apple all by her lonesome, and that is not fun. So, being that I have an announcement for PAX, I'm gonna go to PAX South again this year. I'm super jacked on that. I'm gonna go spend time with my interweb friends, and then I'm also gonna leave San Antonio and travel the short distance to Austin, and I'm gonna say hi to my family while I'm down there in January, and just take some time because all my vacation time will renew. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It has been a really long time since I got to hang out with all the homies, although this last weekend was Labor Day weekend, and PAX West was happening. Count Chocula came up and hung out. I got to see him for a minute, and that was a lot of fun, actually. It was very busy, tons of shit going on, but he made time to come out. He kicked it at the apartment on Friday. We tossed back a couple of whiskeys and shot the shit for a while, and then we met up on Saturday. We hung out for maybe 4 or 5 hours, it feels like, on Saturday. And then I had to dip out and drive over to Spokane because I wanted to see my family before the holidays were out, the holiday season, the summer holidays, because neither the Aprilia or the Nissan will make it over the snowy mountain pass in the wintertime, and I was not about to put up with my family complaining that I hadn't come over to see them for another year, because in the wintertime, when they think about it, when it's like Christmas and shit, like, why don't you come out? It's like, nope, can't make it. So here's the dig. I've been working like hell to get my car video put up, and a lot of work has gone on. We finally, after months and months and months of waiting, we finally got our work wheels from Japan. These work wheels were specially ordered and custom measured by yours truly for the exact specification for the car that I want. So I'm running a 19 by 11 plus 5 offset, which is aggro as fuck in the back. And right now I'm pushing like 3 degrees of negative camber. So I definitely got to get that addressed, which I plan to do next week. More to come on that. So then I went to the local tire place, Les Schwab, and Les Schwab Tire sold me some really badass Toyo Proxy tires for the car. And I wanted to get Falcons because, for one, it's about Falcon time, right? And for two, they were way fucking cheaper. Problem is, I got a really good deal on the Superior tire, is the problem, so I opted for that. And any shits, the valve stems are high pressure and very custom for my car. It comes out at a 45-degree angle, immediately slants out toward the outside edge of the wheel. And they've never been used before. They've never been coupled. Like, we unboxed these things, had the tires mounted, balanced, and then had them installed right after the suspension work done to the car. So my right rear tire kept going flat. Like, the second day I had it, it was going flat. The tire pressure monitor sensor came on, and I was like, yeah, we got to get this addressed. What the fuck? So they checked everything. They put it underwater. No leaks, no bubbles, no nothing. Nobody could find anything. And I was like, well, that's weird. I mean, it's probably the tire's not seated correctly on the beads of the inside and outside edge of the tire wall, or the rim wall, or we have a bad factory high pressure valve stem. So we aired it up. He said, give it a spin, you know, keep an eye on it, come back, it's weird. We didn't see anything. 2 days later I went back. It's like, hey, my shit's flat again. Yeah, we don't know, we checked everything, everything's tight. I was like, well, then it's got to be a bad tire, right? In the ecosystem of a wheel brand new, a valve stem brand new, and a tire brand new, the weakest link in that entire ecosystem is supposed to be the tire. That's what's going to wear down first. So I said, okay, let's put it back underwater. Let's check it out. I want to make sure that I didn't get a bad tire. You know what I mean? Well, we don't, you know, these Toyos aren't made anymore, and you know, you're gonna have to source one, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass, and blah blah blah. I'm like, well, that's fine, as long as it's under warranty and shit, because you know what I'm saying. Like, I can't have a flat tire every 2 days. So we drove it around. They said, you know, one more time, we'll check everything out, reseal the tire, blah blah blah. Okay. So I went over to go see the family, and I made it about 100 miles on this tire on Friday. So Saturday, tire place not open. Or no, I left Saturday. Sunday, tire place not open. Monday, Memorial Day. I would be fucking stuck there until Tuesday. What is that noise? Is it homeboy stereo? Good God, sir. I'm gonna be stuck in fucking Ellensburg in the middle of fuck nowhere, Washington. It was Saturday because I left Count at PAX to go dip out and go see the family. So, any shits. Tire goes flat. Fuck. Because I'm in the middle of fuck nowhere, friends. Nowhere. And, I should have known not to go over there on a tire that was a little suspect, but I'd given it a couple of days. It wasn't doing bad. But I'll tell you what, as soon as I hit high speeds on the freeway and that centrifugal force started pressing on the outside edge of that tire, it went flat real quick. I'm talking every 20 miles that light would come back on saying my tire was flat. And I made a decision at that point. I could press on and possibly get stuck over in eastern Washington, northern Idaho to try and source a tire. Or I'd go back to the city, you know. So I called everybody and I said I'm fucked. I can't make it. I gotta limp this thing back to Seattle, man. And I was bummed. I was super bummed because there's a ton of fucking people I wanted to go see over there. So the alternative was, since there was nothing could be done, was essentially to get on the motorcycle and go over there if I wanted to bright and early the next morning. But my willpower and strength to go over there was waning. Plus, I had lost an entire day, pretty much, fucking around, trying to get the tire back up and stuff. So, or get the car home. So I opted to stick around. I went to Costco because their tire center was open on Sunday. Excuse the hella long update, guys, but anyway, Costco's tire center was open. Like, oh yeah, we'll check it out. Yeah, whatever. It's probably a 2-hour wait. We're only doing walk-ins anyway. And I got there right when they opened. Perfect. Like 15 minutes later, I'm still walking around the store. They call me up. Oh, hey, your car won't fit on the lift. It's too low. I was like, no, it's not. It's like 35 millimeters lower than stock right now. And it's on 19s. So I know the specs of my car. Like, you just got to spin down the top caps. Yeah, we're not even going to try it, he said. So we're going to refund you your money. All right, well, I guess I'll meet you at the counter and pick up my key. I was like, could you just put some air in it and send me on my way? Because I at least got to get it home, you know? And at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to stay at home the rest of Sunday, the rest of Monday, you know? And I have Tuesday, Wednesday off because of the last couple of days of vacation I'm spending for this year, which was supposed to be spent getting more work done on the car, and the other guy fell through. More to come on that. So I'm like, well, fuck. I go up to the counter, I'm supposed to get my key. Oh, they already pulled it around. The key's in it. The refund is on the seat, he says. I'm like, what? So I go out, check out the car. They've got it parked in the open parking lot with fucking cash sitting on the passenger seat with the window down. Like, cracked, not all the way down, but like someone's gonna smash my shit out and take cash off my seat, you know what I mean? I was pissed. So I was all but defeated and decided I'm gonna check one more spot. There's a local Pep Boys that says they're open. I'm gonna go check these boys out. Went to Pep Boys. I was there for 5 fucking hours for them to say the same shit. I know what you said. We understand about the valve stem of the tire. We don't see anything wrong. There's no damage. There's no reason this thing should be leaking. I'm like, well, did you check the valve stem and shit? Did you check? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. So at this point, I'm like, the fucking wheel is cracked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be cracked. There has to be air coming out of the wheel, or my valve stem's fucked. Either way, I got to get on the horn with work wheels, whatever, figure this shit out. So, I'm gonna back in like a boss. So, I go back to Schwabi's Tuesday morning, bright and early. It's like, hey, homie, you got to look at it. I want a replacement tire first. We'll figure everything out second and third. It's going to be the valve stem, or it's going to be the wheel, which, is not on you. I'll figure that out. But if it's the tire, let's start there. Okay, we'll put it up on the rack. The fucking valve stem was loose. He says, it backed itself out. I'm like, how did you not fucking check that twice before now? Like, I'm thankful it's just a loose valve stem, right? But come the fuck on. Like, I spent a ton of fucking money in your shop in the last, 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Trying to get this project done. Super fucking heated. Super fucking heated. So, I drove it around all day today. Tire seems good. I don't see any lowness. I mean, I'll give it another day and a half or something, because I can't really do high-speed freeway stuff like I can in central Washington just because there's too much traffic here and shit, but holy fuck, right? Anyway, my car works. And here we are. We're at the car stereo place. We're going to meet girlfriend, see what's going on with her car. So we'll touch base on the ride back home, huh?
Playtime is over. Say what? Over. Say what? I got no time to play no games with you. Playtime is over.